Hey, Cancer, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your November 2022 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Cancer and take a look at the overall themes and energy for you in the month of November. So please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Cancer, for your main themes for the month of November, we have adventure was the first card showing up here. This talks about exciting times ahead, new opportunities. Some of you may be going on a spiritual quest. You may be traveling the world. This could be going on a new excursion or moving forward in a new direction here. And it's interesting because you do have spiritual quest and you also have spiritual toolbox as one of your other cards. So I do feel like some of you may be on the spiritual path of enlightenment. Others of you may have a career that is in the spiritual or the holistic field. For others of you, this is about you gaining insight, maybe even going on a wellness retreat or a holistic retreat. This could be going to a new country or going to a new land to do some inner healing and some deep spiritual work as well. So exciting times ahead. You may even be planning a trip or planning an upcoming adventure in the month of November as well. You also have education showing up. Now, when this education card shows up, this is all about gaining knowledge. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. So you may be the student, you may be the teacher. And this is about self-help. It can be about books for you. Some of you may be writing a book or writing a memoir. You may be going back to school, taking an online course. Some of you are studying, doing training, or even creating your own online workshop or taking one as well. So I do feel like you're thinking of doing something in a new light and going forward on a spiritual path, but you're studying, researching, or learning more about an area of interest for you, something you're curious about, something you're passionate about, and something that is going to help you move forward. Now, you also have the choices card showing up. Cancer, there may be some very important choices that you may be making in the month of November that are going to help you out on this spiritual quest, on this new adventure that you are on. This talks about decision making, options, resources, free will. Some of you may be looking at an alternative way of creating income. Some of you may be making choices in health. This could be matters of the heart, whether it's intimate relationships, relationships with your own children, family members, or friends. And for others of you, perhaps you feel like you're between worlds at this time. You may be in the middle of a move. Some of you may be in the middle of planning, travel, or looking for a long-term home as well, but you're finding and creating that balance, which I certainly see here for you as well. Balance is very important for you this month. So you're making decisions that are going to help you feel more empowered, but also help your life feel more balanced in all areas, not just one. Now, your last main theme is spiritual toolbox. And this talks about you using the tools and the resources that you have available to you to help you connect to your higher self, your inner child, your soul tribe, or to connect to the divine on a deeper level. You may be using pendulums, tarot or oracle cards, crystals. You may be meditating more. This can be about creating a sacred space. For some of you, you may be visiting a sacred space. This could be about using sage or even runes as well. So you're diving into your spiritual toolbox, but I feel like it's not because, a lot of times when we're going through a very challenging time or a challenging obstacle in our life, that's when we tend to pray. That's when we tend to ask the universe for help. But I'm not feeling that energy here for you. Maybe some of you Cancerians have been, on your knees praying for a new beginning here. But I'm sensing that you are dipping into the spiritual toolbox because it's something that is exciting and something that is new, and you want to learn and soak up all of the knowledge that you can. And ultimately, I feel like you may be teaching what it is that you've learned along the way as well. So some of you, you're definitely learning about spirituality. For others of you, you may be going on this new quest, this new adventure, but you have some choices, some decisions. I'm just seeing somebody online booking a plane ticket as well. So you may be doing that in the month of November. Okay, so what do we have in the tarot? We actually have quite a few cards, 7 cards that came out for you. We have the Death and the Rebirth. So this is the Death card in tarot, showing up with the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups did show up in reverse, but I read intuitively. So what I feel for you is you may be healing some childhood wounding for some of you. For others of you, there is a complete and total transformation when it comes to your family dynamic, your family environment here. When this Death card shows up, this is major arcana for a big transformation that you are enduring in your life, whether it is, it could be a pregnancy, it could be a marriage, it could be a move, it could be, a loss, it could be a career path that you are taking. It can be you being able to deal with a serious court case or a legal system here, being in the legal system, healing from something. It's also about getting recognition with everything going on here. I feel like this rebirth it's almost like you're shedding an old skin of who you once were, Cancer, and you are stepping into this new version of yourself. And this new version of you is someone who wants to heal the old. You want to create family bonds and ties and connection and soul tribe. And this Ten of Cups energy is very beautiful because you're feeling not just emotional fulfillment, but you finally feel like you're able to heal from things that have been difficult, betrayal, unrealistic goals, if you felt unworthy of love, if you felt at any time that maybe you were neglected as a child or neglected in relationships, or maybe some of you have neglected certain people at times because you tend to self-sabotage, because we do have the self-sabotage card showing up here as well. But the Ten of Cups portrays this new energy of you bringing about the family life that you've always wanted. How and why is because you are changing from the inside out, and the inside of you has been transforming at a rapid pace, Cancer, and you're going to see it reflecting in your outer world, your outer conditions. You have the Nine of Wands. This can be coming up to the end of a cycle for you, but you're still determined. You still have fight in you, because the Nine of Wands can be the card of the wounded warrior. You've been through a lot, Cancer. Some of you certainly have been on your knees praying for a new change, whether to get out of a situation or because something has been painful or something has felt like it did bring you to your knees. The Nine of Wands says, you get up, you land on your knees 6 times, you get up 7. And I do feel for you that you have the will, the determination, the courage to come back fighting, not just come back with a victimhood of, oh, this happened to me, but come back as a stronger, better version of who you are. And that's what this is all about, this Death card. Like I always say, you can either become bitter or you can become better. And I do feel the energy intuitively of you coming back from a situation better than you were prior to going into it here. So Nine of Wands, you are determined. Some of you are definitely determined on creating abundance in your life. The Empress energy showing up here for you. This is all about abundance. It's about fertility, growing what it is that you want in your life. For some of you, it certainly is a family dynamic. For others of you, you may be growing a business or growing a dream that you've had locked inside for quite some time. This Emperor, she could be dreaming of traveling the world, Empress, dreaming of traveling the world, reaching people on a global level for her career or for her passions or interests here. When this Empress energy shows up, this is about you being the goddess you are, or the god of Cancer, male or female, it doesn't matter, but this is you honing in on that creative side, that maternal, that sexy, nurturing, fertile side that you have, and being receptive to the growth and the changes that are being presented to you. This is the world energy of adventure, and you have here world travel, and you can see the world there for her. So some of you are definitely either reaching people on a global level, traveling, or you have this set up for maybe a long-term goal or plan, but I feel you're coming really close to it with this Nine of Wands. Some of you could even be going back home, visiting family, visiting your parents, or visiting your siblings here. And excuse me, had a little sneeze there. Someone may have just sneezed around the same time, or they're actually showing me pepper, shake pepper, where you may have just had 3 sneezes in a row. So please take that as it resonates. I know it's very precise. 6 of Pentacles. This is an unexpected gift from the universe. It is about reciprocity, equal give and take. It can be about good news coming your way as well. Even though it's not typically the card of news, the 6 of Pentacles, I feel like, is about generosity. And I feel like you're going to get or receive some sort of unexpected generous offer. And I feel like it's very important for you not to resist, not to deny, or not to kind of put a hand up and say, no, I'm okay, I'm good, thank you. I feel like it's very important for you to open up to this reciprocity. What it is you're putting out there, you're going to get in return. The law of attraction. And that's something you're focusing on in the month of November. 6 of Pentacles says there could be someone that is offering you, some time to just go on this new adventure. There may be someone that wants your time or your energy. There could be an energy here for you too of creating with another person, or reaching out to another person, because you do have the choice card, and they're showing me the choices partnered with the 6 of Pentacles. So you may decide to go on a vacation with someone, or you may combine energies or efforts. There's just something of coming together, and I feel like it's a very generous offer, and it would be silly to not accept. And I feel like you can trust this offer. King of Swords is someone that you can trust. They also bring clarity. They're very wise. They're very mature. Now, this could be a Gemini energy, or it could be an air sign coming in for you, Cancer. That is someone you can trust. And the King of Swords could also be wanting to grow something with you here with this Empress. And I feel like there is a mending. This could even be a family member. It could be a friend. It could be a lover, where I feel like this King of Swords energy is someone who, he's not interested in playing games. He's not interested in BS. He's straight to the point. He can be blunt. He can come across as a little aloof, or a little, at times, cold, but it's not because he lacks emotion. It's because he guides and lets his logical mind dictate the path. But he does have that heart, and he uses it when need be. But for the most part, he's very... he can be very opinionated and very blunt, but you want him on your side, especially if you're dealing with legalities, or you are dealing with maybe law, or this could be an advisor. It could be a teacher, a mentor, a coach, someone who's straight to the point, but also very clear. And I feel like that's the direction you're headed. There's success coming in for you, Cancer, whether this is success in your personal life, your career, your health. 6 of Wands is about public recognition. So I feel like you're getting noticed, you're getting recognized for possibly even helping heal other families. Some of you may be in therapy, or you may be a therapist, a counselor, a guide, a coach, a mentor, or someone that helps other families out, whether it's through volunteer work, or it could be your generosity of giving. They're showing me that some of you may have given your time, your belongings, your items to maybe a homeless shelter, or a place that such as Goodwill or a thrift store, or just someone who needs the extra help. You may have given your time, energy, effort, or support, whether that's in the present or it's something you've done in the past, but it's coming back to you now. And I feel like you are being gifted with, some beautiful blessing, because you've helped out other people as well. So this could be in your business. If you're wanting to reach people on a global level, there is a new you that is transforming within, Cancer. And I feel like this victory wreath, this is you saying, yes, I've hit a milestone. I've hit this level, and you're going to continue to climb. I feel like you're going to continue to head towards the world. I keep getting the world energy, even though it's not showing up here. You may see that in your December reading or even your January reading more often, but you can see the the Empress energy with the world showing up there. But also, I feel like you see it again here in your reading. I just feel a really strong completion, but most importantly, the feeling of fulfillment. Thank you, Spirit. They're giving me fulfillment here for you. Now, in matters of career, we have the light bulb, the pendulum, and the butterfly. So the light bulb is about lucrative new ideas, Cancer. It's about a new income source, feeling inspired. It's almost as if that light bulb has went off within you. And you can see this Nine of Wands as well. There is almost like a light bulb looking energy at the top of her wand. And I feel like you're connecting to source. You're connecting to the divine here to create something that will grow into a very successful endeavor, whether it's a relationship or a career or something you're doing health-wise. But I feel like you are heading towards success. This King of Swords could even be you helping people get to the root of a situation, do what they need to do, a no BS type of way of moving forward and doing what you being very resourceful, helping other people put all the pieces together, but knowing that they are the ones that have to ultimately do the work. They're giving me the saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And I feel like you've been in that energy for a big part of your life. Maybe you felt like you wanted to guide or coach other people, but you knew that you can't make them drink. You can only be the resource center. You could be the guide, the mentor, the coach. And you're realizing that you have a lot of brilliant ideas. Some of you are entrepreneurs. I feel a lot of you are. You have creative work that is coming out within you here. Even if you work a 9-to-5 job, you may be looking for a new job that allows you to really hone in on that creative side. Pendulum, we do have fluctuating income. That could be what these choices are all about for you, Cancer. It could be where you feel like you're between worlds, corporate versus independent, or in a relationship versus maybe taking a step elsewhere, or vice versa. You may be stepping into a new opportunity with someone. This is about new strategies. You may feel a little bit indecisive here, but I do sense by the end of the month you will be making a choice, and it may have to do with your career as well. Maybe some of you are going back to school. Some of you may be taking a class or coming up with a new strategy to grow this idea that you have. This could be financial aid, or it could be someone paying for a class or a workshop or getting it at a discount. And I feel like you are guided towards taking some sort of course, class, workshop, seminar, or go towards some event, or even sign up for this new trip here, because I feel like you'll have a very good mentor. That's what I feel with this King of Swords. That will bring a lot of success your way. Now, you do have some sudden changes showing up here with the butterfly. Pay attention to the butterflies, because that's what this Death card is all about. Transformation. When that caterpillar turns into that, that beautiful butterfly, it goes through that cocoon process and stage, and you can't force that cocoon process to go any faster or slower. But I feel for you, you're kind of coming out of that, and you are emerging as that butterfly. I feel like you already have, I will say, and I feel like the rest of what's coming in for you is actually quite beautiful, but there is a sudden change. This could be you taking a look at your spending. Some of you may be spending a little bit frivolously, but I feel like it's because you either can or because you've deserved it. There's some sort of could be short-term loan or just a big purchase, whether you're purchasing a trip, or it could be a vehicle or a home, or maybe it's you indulging in a new outfit or pair of shoes, whatever it is that you want. I feel like there's something you're buying for yourself that's nice, something that actually is going to create a lot of memories for you, or it's very memorable, even if it's a piece of jewelry that you buy yourself, or it's a wallet, or something that's, when you look at it, or if you look back on pictures of it, you're going to say, that was a memory I'm glad I spent the money on. This can be also about you heading towards your hobby or your goals of arts, of fun work, more creative work. This is about movement. It could be a move. Some of you, this is a temporary situation. It says temporary job, but I feel it's a temporary situation that you may be in between worlds, and you're ultimately going to make that full-time switch to whatever this is over here. It could be a relationship. Maybe you're dating at this time, but you're going to be making the switch to maybe full-time commitment. For others of you, if you're in the corporate world and you're looking to be more creative, expand or grow, do your own thing, be aligned with a business that has your best interest at heart and you can collaborate and work together. Or maybe it's you leaving the corporate world to head towards more entrepreneurial ideas and enlightenment. I feel like that's in your favor. And the temporary position here is you're just going through that ending of the cocoon if you haven't already spread your wings, or maybe you're figuring out how to spread your wings here with the butterfly, but you're going to take off and you're actually going to be very fruitful here. And I feel like you're not alone. You see two butterflies here. So there's someone very important on your journey, Cancer. I have a feeling it's this King of Swords, Gemini, Libra and Aquarian energy, or they may have those placements strong in your chart, but it's someone who's going to bring you clarity. And it may be a person that comes into your life for a reason. It could be a season or it could be a lifetime, but whoever this person is very important on your journey. Now, when it comes to love, I didn't pull love cards for you. I do see that they are right there ready to be pulled. So I'm just going to pull a couple for you quick. Okay, we have, for some of you, you may be you may be in separation from someone, or you may be single, you may have separated, because we do have separation. It says time apart from your partner may be on the horizon, or it's something you've chose to do in the past to whether heal and then come back together, or maybe you're taking a moment to just separate your energy to get clarity on what it is that you want. Whatever decisions you make, I feel will be made from a place of what you need to do for you. If this is something you've been contemplating, it certainly could be on the horizon. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is past energy, separation. You also have here, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. This could be in regards to all areas of love. It's not just, romantic, even though this is the romance angels. This can be about freeing yourself from destructive people who don't believe in you. It could be coworkers or friends who maybe have taken a little bit of your power. And this is saying it's time to take back control of your life. Next, you have, you deserve love. You are lovable, Cancer. And I do feel that it's been a challenge for you, because whenever I've been getting this card a lot lately, so I do feel on a collective, maybe it's because November and December can bring up a lot of emotions for a lot of people, but I do feel that a lot of you felt like you were taking a couple of steps backwards, because when you look at the arrow and when you think of the dynamic between, a bow and an arrow, you actually have to go backwards in order for that arrow to gain momentum to move forward. So even when you felt like you were taking a few steps backwards, maybe it was through the separation, through freeing yourself from something that was unsettling or disrupting your inner vision, I feel like you've ultimately been the catalyst that has propelled you forward. And knowing that you deserve love is something that you are recognizing, you are realizing within here. So I like this. Next here you have from the soul truth. Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? Cancer, we all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Today's soul action, Cancer, ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? There's the card, the word world, which you see here. This is about you creating something new in your world. And this is all about your superpowers as well. It's about you living and leading with your strengths. And then that inspires others to do the same. So there's that equal give and take, that reciprocity that we talked about as well. So I feel like it's a month for you to hone in on those strengths. And some of you this could be your energy, King of Swords as well, where you're getting really honest about the path that you want to take in your life. Some of you are saying yes, making choices that are going to help you long term. because at times in the past, Spirit is saying here from the Spirit Message Oracle that you tend to self-sabotage, maybe close your eyes to opportunities in fear of rejection, abandonment, or getting hurt, or even failing at a situation here. But know that all of that is necessary for your growth. And it says, when you learn to get out of your own way, Cancer, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. So sometimes it's our own self-sabotage, our own seeing the glass sometimes is half empty, focusing on what we've lost versus what's coming in and what we can gain and the silver lining of situations. So don't step in your own way. I feel like it's this rebirth, this renewal that's going to allow you to move freely and feel the free will here to make choices that are going to help you out in the long run and help you out today. So if you need to, if this is difficult for you, use your spiritual tools. Dive into that toolbox that you have to help you see clearly, help you take that hand off and see what's right in front of you. Lastly, we have reach out here. This is a very important energy, reaching out, especially if we tend to maybe do everything on our own, or we can feel a little bit egotistical or stubborn in that nature as earthly humans. We tend to think that we need to get things done on our own, or maybe our way of doing something is the best way, or maybe we feel like we have to carry the burdens or the weights. And this is saying here, we know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help where offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it's truly okay to accept support however it's presented to you. That's exactly what we were talking about with the Six of Pentacles. There's support coming your way, and sometimes we do let ego get in the way. We may resist help, or we at times people may take your help for granted as well. But I feel like there is some beautiful messages or opportunity coming out that it would be silly for you not to say yes to, Cancer. So very powerful energy. Last but not least, we have the deep knowing. It's card 43. When you add that up, that's 7. That's Cancerian energy. That's you. That's that Chariot. So I do feel like there's forward movement here after maybe a very important choice is made in your life. But I do feel that you know that something needs to come to an, not so much come to an end, but come to a time that this energy needs to be transformed. It needs to be shifted. So I'm just going to read to you the message before we wind down your reading. Oh, also, you have lizard spirit, and it says dream your world into being. So there is another word that says world here. So you have the world showing up there. You have the world in this Empress energy, and then you also have the world showing up over here as well. And this deep knowing is showing up for you. And this is all about intuition, listening to the oracle within. And it's about empathy and also hypersensitivity. And it says intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with Source, the consciousness that you are part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys. To access their inner guidance, know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. This deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. You are given information that may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or 5 senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and then act accordingly. You are now invited into the sacred dialogue of deep knowing. So tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive answers from unusual sources. Yes, that's what we've been talking about here. They told me here that for some of you, this could be you. And we mentioned that earlier, where sometimes you get too much in your head, even though you are a water sign, Cancer, I feel sometimes you get up in your head and you think this is the logical way, and you may not listen to your intuition or even listen to your feelings at times. But the King of Swords, I feel like this is saying here, you have a deeper intuition that you can let guide you, and you can still go in a no BS type of way. You can still move forward with clarity and with enlightenment, but use the intuition to guide you. All right. It also says there are occasions when you just know deep in your heart and soul that a person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Someone crosses your path and suddenly, out of the blue, you're connected at a level impossible to describe. That feeling marks a moment in time etched by indelibly into your soul. Someone has entered your life who will be instrumental in your journey, so pay attention. Two hearts are calling to each other to begin a beautiful process. This is also a sign that your intuition about the person you care about is correct. Trust your heart to lead you now. Magic is about to happen. And I said that earlier here, that you can trust this person. You can trust this energy to help you because they are playing a very, very big, beautiful role in your life. There's a lot of success here coming in for you. And I feel that you are moving in a direction that is more aligned with your goals, with your happiness, and with your soul's calling. I hope this helps you. Definitely beautiful energy coming in, Cancer. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, hit that subscribe and bell button. And thank you so much, Cancer, for tuning in. Lots of love.